Nature always finds a way to make us stop and listen. When the ground trembles, or when rivers of molten lava flow like the hot blood of the earth. Let's witness these raw and breathtaking scenes together. The car was driving smoothly along a mountain road when a massive boulder came greeting by, rolling right past the windshield. A near miss the driver will never forget. A tree fell during a snowstorm, crashing onto a car and startling the driver, a moment both frightening and chilling to watch. Rocks tumbled down the hillside as two dogs ran for safety, a dramatic moment with a heartwarming ending. Have you ever witnessed an accident, both terrifying and unbelievably lucky at the same time? The semi-truck's tire exploded, and the rim shot out like a bullet, nearly hitting the man not once but twice. A spectacular bullet-dodging moment in everyday life. Flames erupted after the collision, and people quickly ran from the scene. Luckily, no one was hurt, only fear, and a lasting lesson in caution remained. A chaotic moment, an elderly man drove his tractor onto the road and collided with a passing truck. The tractor spun out of control, making everyone watching hold their breath. The grandfather kindly helped his granddaughter park, but with one twist of the throttle, she turned a simple lesson into an unexpected entrance straight into the living room. A massive ship ran aground, slid along the waves, then crashed onto the shore, a rare sight that left everyone both stunned and in disbelief. A steel transport truck decided to go for a midnight stroll. The crash shattered windows and set off alarms like a scene from an action movie. Just one sudden turn from a motorcycle forced a truck to jump off the road to avoid a crash, a steering maneuver that left everyone holding their breath. Sometimes a small fall can save a life. A collision with a bicycle tire made the man fall just in time to avoid an SUV speeding by like a storm. A spectacular roller skating slip almost turned into disaster, a near miss that made everyone yell, "Watch the road next time." A dump truck sped down the road, swerved to avoid a car, then spun sideways, stopping just a few steps away from two workers before crashing into a tree and tipping over. A playful gust of wind turned a metal water tank into a flying object. The crash onto a moving car surely made the driver's heart skip a beat. A truck sped across a bridge with its back door unlocked narrowly, avoiding a serious accident. A clear reminder to always check vehicle safety before hitting the road. The cement mixer got a little too enthusiastic and nearly kissed the back of a truck. Could you stay calm in such a heart-stopping moment?
Head of Asia-Pacific Strategy and Asset.
In a narrow tunnel, a car lost control and nearly crashed. But a lightning-fast steering reaction turned it into a moment of applause instead of tragedy.
So to go over there, I don't know exactly what's going on yet. 543.
The truck driver had a slight detour when he lost focus, but steered back just in time, a move that made everyone laugh and sigh in relief.
Get up on your feet here.
The family was enjoying a peaceful afternoon when suddenly a truck dropped by for a visit, a heart-stopping moment no one would ever want to repeat. The young woman and her motorbike seemed to be a little out of sync from the first fall to the spectacular spin it all played out like a comedy in the garage. The motorbike's flip comeback left everyone's jaws dropped. It fell flat, slid several meters, then started running again like an unbroken warrior. The electric car suddenly started itself as if it had a soul, speeding across the yard and crashing into another vehicle. The impact knocked the man nearby to the ground. A dump truck lost its tire, which rolled past a pedestrian within inches. No one was hurt. Only gasps of relief and shock remained. A bear stopped by a national park sign, casually scratching its back and wiggling like a professional dancer. An adorably unbelievable sight. In Houma, Louisiana, Hurricane Ida's terrifying power tore a garage apart in seconds. In the midst of a raging storm, a massive truck was blown onto its side, a stark reminder of nature's terrifying power. Have you ever faced a storm this strong? Share your story in the comments. A massive dust storm rolled over Phoenix, bringing howling winds and choking sand. Always make sure your home is secure before a storm like this. Oh no. Aiming for his own table but scoring on the next one, that off-script shot left everyone stunned and laughing in disbelief. On Interstate I-35 in Waco, Texas, a massive truck carried a tiny toy car, a hilarious and oddly adorable contrast. In the middle of a serious business meeting, a client's dog suddenly opened the door and walked out a moment that made everyone burst out laughing.
Dog just opened the door. The dog opens and closes the door. All right, well, I appreciate your time, and thanks for showing me around, and nice chatting with you, man.
A chihuahua slipped across the icy yard in Quebec, mimicking Bambi's walk so adorably that its owner couldn't stop laughing. Just one careless second, and the receptionist lost balance, turning a simple sit-down into a free fall right in the hotel lobby. The pool cleaner had the most dramatic fall of the day. One step back, one slip, and the workday ended with an unexpected swim. One wrong step, and instead of stepping onto the porch, she landed straight in the bushes. Two men were lifting trash bins onto a pickup when suddenly one slipped and fell off the truck, a harmless fall that had everyone laughing. A shocking moment, lightning struck the car right in front of Jason. The flash was so bright it made everyone's hearts skip a beat.
Holy shit!
A fierce storm swept through St. Louis, strong winds blowing away patio furniture, a scene both intense and a stark reminder of nature's force. A tire suddenly shot up inside the garage, whizzed past the mechanic's head, and landed with a loud thud, a terrifying near miss he'll never forget.
对了，都真的我老婆，我感谢我老婆。你怎么样？哎。
The dash cam captured a horrifying moment in Kaohsiung. A gas explosion shook the road with dust and debris rising thick into the air.
哎，先绕过去，先绕过去。哎，先绕过去。先走，先走。不要等警呀！不要停太久。哎，
A terrifying moment in Thailand. A strong earthquake caused a building under construction to collapse. Dust filled the air, shaking the entire area.
เฮียไอสัตว์เอ้ยงูชิบหายเฮียพี่รถคันเลยน่ะ
Scientists bravely approached the mouth of a volcano where lava was erupting, a breathtaking moment between research and danger. The lava plains off La Palma, Spain, glowed and boiled, a majestic sight like the burning heart of the earth. A horrifying moment in Sleepy Eye, Minnesota. A semi-truck was hit by a train while crossing the tracks. Luckily, the driver survived. Oh my God. The heart almost jumped out of the chest. That moment truly made everyone watching hold their breath in fear. Does this moment make you realize how thin the line between life and death really is? A spontaneous living room moment turned into a performance fail, a missed jump, a hard fall, and a poor phone taking the hit for its owner. A A hot lesson in the classroom, pressure built up inside a thermos until the lid shot off with a loud pop, a perfect and painful example of science in action.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, oh.
Hey, hey.
A piece of debris fell right beside the man, missing him by just an inch a moment. That reminds us sometimes luck comes in silence. A playful piglet drifted around the house in Missouri with fiery precision, a speed performance that had everyone laughing in delight. A Doberman at home has a strange habit, propping its hind legs on the chair and spinning around like it's perfecting its own dance routine.
Hi, Angie. What are you doing?
The energetic dog joined a volleyball game with 3 men jumping and hitting the ball with precision like a true professional athlete. Lake Michigan roared with fury, colossal waves slamming against the pier, a magnificent and powerful display of nature's might. Hail poured down over Cheyenne, Wyoming, covering the ground in white, a freezing yet stunningly beautiful scene amid the storm's chaos. Intense hail battered Austin, blanketing backyards in white, a breathtaking mix of cold fury and mesmerizing beauty. The trash bins in Las Vegas seemed to want a city tour in the rain, a strange scene as they floated everywhere amid severe weather warnings. In India, powerful floodwaters surrounded everything, a fierce reminder of nature's terrible destructive force. Floodwater poured down the stairs of a subway station in Madrid, an artificial waterfall in the heart of the city that left everyone stunned. Don't run when the winds roar, stay calm, stay steady, and find safe shelter before moving. A giant wave crashed over a natural pool, surprising swimmers. Thankfully, no one was hurt. The airplane took off through the low clouds just above the runway. The swirling vapor rings surrounding the fuselage created a mystical and powerful scene. The moment was tight as an anchor rope. A 10,000-ton container ship slammed straight into the breakwater. After its brakes failed, the impact shook the entire harbor. If you enjoy incredible moments like these, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to discover more wonders from our planet. Both semis slid off the snowy road and stopped side by side a moment that left everyone both frightened and relieved by the luck of it all.
Hey, we're wrecking! Stop! 116! We're wrecking! Everybody stop!
A surprising moment with just a small trip, the man in the hat fell backward like in a comedy movie. Laughter filled the entire afternoon.
That's enough. Start back up, Bentley. Make sure it ain't fucking broke.
The sky over Marseille turned into a stage as birds danced gracefully, a mesmerizing pure ballet of nature. A hilarious moment. A squirrel clung to a bird feeder and spun around like a living record, making everyone watching burst out laughing. Amid the waves of Monterey, California, killer whales emerged like true giants of the ocean. The oven seemed to have a mind of its own, sliding down the stairs. Would you scream or burst out laughing if you saw that?
Screws are out. It only took me 8. I don't know.
A woman in Oklahoma tried to remove an old air conditioner, but the window gave way and the unit crashed straight into the garden, a sweaty moment of panic.
Well,
Lake Michigan was anything but calm today. Waves towering 14 feet crashed into the lighthouse, as if nature itself was reclaiming its dominion over this inland sea. Dashcam footage captured the moment a tornado tore through a Texas street. Fierce winds swept away everything in sight, revealing nature's sheer destructive power. Hawaii's Kilauea volcano erupted rivers of glowing lava flowing down the slopes in a fierce but breathtaking display. A playful sea lion swam around kayakers in San Diego's glowing waters, a dazzling dreamlike encounter straight from nature's imagination. A nature lover had an unforgettable Christmas kayaking at sea, sharing the moment with gentle manatees and cheerful dolphins. A massive flock of birds gathered against a majestic backdrop. The sky seemed alive in nature's spectacular symphony. In Colorado, a sudden dust whirl tore across a backyard, chickens scattering everywhere in a scene both chaotic and a little funny. A historic moment in Poland. A massive World War II bomb was safely detonated by remote control near the port of Świnoujście. Can you imagine what it feels like when everything around you shakes so violently? In North Carolina, raging floodwaters swallowed streets and swept away cars in the middle of town.
What do you mean?
Jump over it, man. Would that be rad if a dolphin came over and jumped over it?
There you go. I wouldn't be surprised.
A man happily rowing and waving was stunned when two pigs suddenly jumped out of the water, a moment so surreal he couldn't believe his eyes. Two nurse sharks entwined and flipped belly up in the turquoise waters off Honeymoon Island, Florida, a mesmerizing wild moment. The earth is always in motion, sometimes fierce, sometimes breathtakingly beautiful. Thank you for observing and listening to nature's heartbeat with us. See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe to join more amazing discoveries.